Welcome back to the Nostalgia Filter. I screwed everything up.
Angelo fucking played with the scrolly wheel and he totally fucked up our screen cut. So if the screen has like janked around for anybody who's watching this on like, one entire
My thigh is sweaty and I needed to put that sweat into Snake's face. Oh, by the way.
Oh, did you stick your sweaty thumb in my mouth? You fucking sick bastard! I'll kill you! I'll murder you!
At the core of mankind's self-interest is survival.
Ew, that has nothing to do with sweaty thigh junk in my face!
There's no security, that's why my thumb went into your mouth.
Shut up! Thus mankind is impelled to seek peace from contracts between individuals. It's from such exchanges that our sense of morality is born. And there you have it. Our moral rules, our society, our political system, they all come from this social contract. A very compelling argument indeed. What say you, Socrates?
How did this happen? I was ready thought.
Sigh, you walked right into that one, Dad. Helped him set it up and everything.
Words!
He played you like a fucking fool. He's a prominent social contract philosopher. If you knew anything, you really wouldn't have even thought to do that, you moron.
You're really calm considering that all these people are dead, Ari.
Well, so are you.
What? You knew this? Why didn't you warn me?
Sorry, I just assumed you already knew. I mean, that's it's not uncommon knowledge. Is there a problem, Sulfate? Are you ready to accept the truth of my argument?
Come to think of it, there's actually one really easy argument, and it's not even philosophical as to why all these people are wrong. Because if they were right, then they would have left.
Yeah.
Oh well. Well, his argument seems pretty solid now, that's for sure. But something built on a premise so grim, I just can't accept it without examination. Arbiter, I'd like to ask Mr. Hobbes a few questions.
Bah! Scholastic thinking. I really liked highlights, but everything after that was pretty shit. Come now, Hobbes. Very well, Mr. Jones. Let us discuss animorphs. I liked that series when it was produced under Scholastic. No? You're supposed to question him. You gotta.
I was trying to. It was my sweaty skin mat.
I'm gonna fucking just like carve your leg off, and then then you can complain about that.
Okay, fine. You know what? Here, hold this.
Okay.
Hold this.
What are we doing?
Fine.
There we go.
Yeah.
Angelo now has a book on his leg.
Okay. It's cold book.
He's got a bag.
For clarification.
A book leg. A bag.
What do you mean by that?
Above all else, we want to leave. Power and knowledge don't mean anything to the dead.
Unless you're stuck forever debating in some twisted philosophical afterlife, I have to get out of here. He smells like dead people.
That's because I would kill many people in neutral state.
Can you back that up?
Tell me, Mr. Jones, do you enjoy being dead?
It's actually quite tingly. Oh my god, he actually said that.
Oh.
Yeah, it's been great. I've been meeting cool people like you. I've been mistaken for a several thousand-year-old missing person. Of course I would rather be alive. I need to live! Very lively, I'll have you know.
Look at the smug face he presented that shit with.
I think most people at my age would do anything to stay alive, and I just made your point for you.
Indeed, you have my gratitude, Mr. Jones. You fucked up. You done hecked up.
How is this related to your conclusion?
Further defining the nature of man's self-interest, or rather prioritizing it, is essential to understanding the way our society works. I really didn't give you much of an explanation there. I would apologize, but I think you are beneath me.
I'm going to clarify that. What do you mean by no security?
I believe that you aren't worth my time. Oh, in natural state, everyone is free to do whatever they please. This includes actions which would cause harm to other people. If we were in natural state and I felt the desire, I could kill you without consequence, Mr. Jones. Assuming you were not already dead, of course.
Is he threatening me?
Always! I can also read minds. Did I mention these parts? Very important! Go for it. What are you doing?
Can you back this up?
I don't know. Our previous discussions illustrated the danger of the natural state, Mr. Jones.
But how do we know this state actually exists?
It did, more or less, in the distant past. Before civilizations developed, an ancient man was in much the same condition he would have been in a natural state. All of this is supported by archaeology. Let me tell you about the very interesting theory that all of our modern society comes from the need to harvest beer.
Part of the problem with Thomas Hobbes' original philosophy was that he put a divider between the natural state and the state that we're in now. Like, there was a point there, it's arguable that there was never a point in which humans didn't, cooperate. In fact, we see animals cooperate all the time.
I'm not gonna say anything. Just gonna hold on a little bit, man. Lack of security works in tandem with our previously established desire to lead naturally to the next step, Mr. Jones. Thus, mankind is impelled to seek peace, forming contracts between individuals. Let me get back to that beer thing, seriously. Long ago, it is believed that people discovered beer by accident, and they actually started forming communities largely because they wanted to make more grain and ferment it into alcohol. That's right. Anybody who says alcohol is root of evil is fool, for alcohol is root of society. I am not making that up.
No, it's true. It's true. Watch the documentary How Beer Saved the World.
Yeah, Koshi, if we can find it, put a link in the description. If not, put the link to like a really cute dog next to a beer bottle. I'm sure that has to be there.
But it's very, very interesting. It's about how basically modern society and also possibly the human race wouldn't exist without beer. Because it was, for one, it was really hard to get water that was safe to drink.
Yep.
But if there was alcohol in it, it would sterilize a lot of the bacteria.
It's actually just the boiling of it.
Yeah.
Anyway, because others do as well, such agreements confers.
Well, no, the original beer, the original types of barley wine were not boiled.
Oh, no, that's true. A lot of it was just like you would soak the grains.
Yeah, you would leave them out in a pot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd put them in pot.
Yeah.
Pot
Pot beer.
Yes.
Not that we support the recreational smoking of the wacky tobacco or ingesting it.
Koshi, make sure you put up a picture of us as hippies with those signs that have the X's through the marijuana leaf.
Yeah.
You know which ones. We took those when we went to Woodstock in the 1700s.
When the Mighty Fire Dildos played.
No, that was before the Mighty Fire Dildos. This is when we led the crusade to ban marijuana sales because they were trafficking marijuana between Israel and Uganda.
So here's the problem.
You're just gonna ignore that?
Well, I got into a thought process, okay? I can't think of Uganda and Thomas Hobbes at the same time. So I'm worried that I'm actually ruining this because of the philosophy that I did take in college, because I want to press him on mankind is selfish because a selfish mankind would not give up his freedoms. But I feel like I'm taking too many logical steps for the game. And let's see what happens.
Probably are.
No, I'm not. Okay, fair enough.
See, here's the thing. The philosophy class that you did take in college probably is the same philosophy class or similar, that the person who made this game took. And why a lot of those logical jumps, which are well-defined and well-accepted, work.
Yeah, fair enough. Because I have Phoenix Wright syndrome, where I'm like, do I have to make sure that he says an extra period in his statement before I press?
Well, here's the thing. This game is designed to be a streamlined, only the interesting parts. So they took away a lot of the bullshit.
Fair enough.
So, all right.
Hold it right there, Hobbes. I admit that the individual parts of your philosophy sound good on paper, but they don't work quite well when viewed as a whole.
Is that so? Do explain.
Gladly. Your social contract theory is based on the idea that people are selfish, correct?
Indeed.
And that they will go to any lengths to improve their own prosperity?
I'm sorry, I fell asleep. What are you talking about?
I'm discussing Uganda.
Nice. Tying that together. Give me that 5. I'm a little confused. What exactly is the problem, Socrates?
Isn't it apparent by now? If the only benefits of the social contract come from other people giving up their rights as people as are as selfish as you claim, what is there to stop these oh-so-selfish individuals from breaking a contract after it's made? Yep. Your hair's gone wacky.
It suddenly got really humid in here. Why? That's a very good question.
Working off Hobbes' own theory of human nature, men will always seek the most advantageous situation. Well, the most advantageous situation for anyone would be that they keep their rights when others give them up. So why would people ever keep their contracts?
They wouldn't.
Of course not. Everyone would stab each other in the taint the moment that they could get away with it. Hobbes, your ideas taken all together are self-defeating. There's no way that a social contract could be formed in the way you described.
Nonsense! Mr. Jones, you're getting carried away.
Ha! I think I've made some good points. You can tell because I'm foppishly flipping my hand about.
Laughter is nothing more than a reaction to sudden glory, Mr. Jones. And in your case, the glory you are reacting to is quite artificial.
What?
All of these things you are saying, they have occurred to me. They are, in fact, the obvious progression of thought. The fact that any self-interested man would break his contract is a problem. Which is why I came up with the next step in the thought process.
The next step? You mean the level isn't over yet?
No! We will get to it next time on No Nostalgia Field.
But I only made a tiny bit of progress.
Good, Sefer.
A lot better for myself.